What's up, everybody? It's Joel Hawkins, your host, with another Mix It Up podcast with my buddy
H. Jones.
And today we're going to be doing an old school song.
Classic.
A classic, if you will. Now, of course, I forgot it existed until we randomly made some weird sound that reminded me of it, or at least part. But we're going to be checking out an old school one of the beginnings of a career of a certain individual who broke away from the boy band circa era. Mm-hmm. Actually, I'd say in America, he's the only successful one who broke away from the boy band. Think about it. Who else would that be?
Yeah.
I can't think of anybody else. I mean, all of them tried. Don't get me wrong.
But even other bands.
Yeah, I really can't think of anybody. Even not just boy bands, even R&B groups and stuff. I can't think of anybody who had a successful solo. I mean, the closest thing you would come to was, I mean, you couldn't really consider him in the R&B group. Cisco.
Well, yeah, I mean, he still had his own following as Cisco outside of Drew Hill.
But I mean, he started off in Drew Hill.
Yeah.
It wasn't like Cisco came out and then Drew Hill and then Cisco. No, it was Drew Hill first.
But I mean, he'd be probably the only example I could think of that was in a group, left the group, and still had some type of career. Other people
he had
like
a very big career.
Well, I'm talking about just in comparison. Other people may have made one album and that was about it.
But I mean, like it went into something because he did become a name brand. I mean, the thong song alone, just for a complete like decade was people. I mean, like every club I went to was literally like the minute that song started, I was like, it's about to get dirty in here. Because like women would just be like, okay, this is my time to who it up. Like,
been waiting all night for this song.
And you could tell immediately the dirtiest guys in the room, because when that song came on, yes, women be like, oh my God, it's my time. And then every dirty dude who's just a disgusting human being would be like, we about to see some shit. Like, that's what it was. Yeah. Before
the days of fun.
Yeah, normal guys were just like, cool. But the minute the thong song came out and like women were getting crazy, like, yeah. It was just as bad as when Bodak Yellow came out, because a lot of people freaked out about that song too.
Which one was that again? I remember the name.
Cardi B.
Oh, that's why I forgot. It's Cardi B.
Oh my goodness. He does not like Cardi B.
I don't listen to any of them. I just don't. I've tried.
Okay. It's okay, buddy. Anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell notification so you know when new things are coming out. Don't forget to check out the mk5store.com and purchase something only if you can. You know, don't help out us if you're suffering.
Max the credit card.
Yeah. If you're drowning, don't try and save us. No, that's save us. We're not bad. We're not making any money from it, but we're not dying from this either. You know, if we started doing like the V-Week type stuff more often, like if we were doing 5 shows a week, like every single day but the weekends, yeah, there'd probably be less money in my bank account because I wouldn't be able to work as much. Yeah. Good times. Okay, let's watch Justin Timberlake, Cry Me a River. This is the one that started it all. This is what broke him away.
Mm-hmm.
And
very successfully.
I have not heard it in a couple decades, so
let's play the Scrooge and Chop version after this.
I never liked that one.
That's the only one the black people play. They don't know the original, and I can say that.
Did you just say I can say that?
I can say that.
Oh my God! Funny enough, though, that was not my case. Like, every single person I knew was still playing the original. I didn't know them to play the Screwed and Chop. The only one who played the Screwed and Chop was someone who was most likely in a car that had hydraulics. Like, that was the only people I knew that were playing that version. They were like, this one jams, the other one's bullshit. I just like that. And it's Timberland.
You were my sun, you were my earth. You didn't know all the ways I loved you, no. So you took a chance and made other plans. But I bet you didn't think that they would come crashing down, no. You don't have to say what you did, I already know. I found out from here, there's just no chance for you and me, there'll never be. And don't it make you sad about it? Told me you love me, why did you leave me all alone? Now you tell me you need me, when you call me on the phone. Girl, I refuse, you must have me confused with some other guy. Your bridges go burn, now it's your turn to cry. Tell me a river, tell me a river, tell me a river, tell me a river, yeah, yeah. I know that they say that some things are better left unsaid, but it wasn't like you only talk to him and you know it. Don't act like you don't know it. And all of these things people told me keep messing with my head. Should've picked honesty, then you may not have thought it. Don't have to say what you did. I already know. I found out from him. Now there's just no chance for you and me. There'll never be. And don't it make you sad about it? Told me you love me, why did you leave me all alone? All alone. Now you tell me you need me, when you call me on the phone. Call me on the phone. Girl, I refuse, you must have me confused with some other guy. Not like them, baby. The bridges go burn, now it's your turn. It's your turn to cry. So tell me a river, and just tell me a river, go on and just tell me a river, baby, go on and just tell me a river.
The damage is done, so I guess I'll be leaving. The damage is done, so I guess I'll be leaving. The damage is done, so I guess I'll be leaving. The damage is done, so I guess I'll be
Don't have to say what you did. I already know. There's just no chance. You and me. Don't it make you sad about it? Go on and just tell me a river. Baby, go on and just tell me a river. You can go on and just tell me a river. Baby, go on and just tell me a river. Go on and just tell me a river. I already cried. Tell me a river. And I cry no more. Yeah, yeah. Cry me a river. Oh, 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 cry me a
Some of the stuff that Timbaland does on his beats and shit, it makes me laugh so hard because it's like it shouldn't work, but it does. It's just the dumbest shit, but it works. Okay, so I actually have never seen the video.
Same here. I had never seen it either.
So I gotta say, if that part at the end that showed like him making out, like he put the video on the screen of the TV when she comes out of the bathroom, if he hadn't had that part in the video, that would have ended with her murder. Like, because at first it feels like, oh, he's trying to get revenge. He's recording himself making out with some girl. And then like, that would have been death for her because he's watching her in the shower and shit. That's super creepy. Then they show, oh, he put it on the TV. So when she comes out of the bathroom, if he hadn't had that part in the video, it would have ended a different way. Like, because no one hides in the closet when someone's in the shower and is like, oh my God. Like, it's fucking gross, man. That's super, super creepy. And what was with the marionette thing? I don't get that.
He just used it to hold the door open.
No. I mean, like, after he did that, then he was
floating
in time and like someone was pulling the strings. I mean, that really wasn't part of the video. I don't know.
But then he hit that slide.
Yeah, some of those things were pretty cool, but it was at the same time, it felt like that feels unnecessary. Like, it doesn't feel like it's a part of the story. But, which I did look up beforehand. I was looking up the video, like, just to see, like, what was it? When it was made and everything else. But there was a little quote that was stating that the woman who played the girl in the video says that the reason she got the job is because Justin said she looked like Britney. And then when I just watched this, I'm thinking in my head, does he know what Britney looks like? She does not look Latina at all. Like, that girl looked more Latina than Britney.
I think it was just a tattoo, which could have been fake.
Yeah, most likely if it's exactly like her tattoo.
Yeah.
But no, because that girl looked nothing like Britney. Like, that girl was like way too skinny, like way too razor skinny, you know? Like, she had no meat on her. But yeah, she's still beautiful. I'm not trying to knock her. She's still beautiful. But yeah, it's just super funny because it's like, dang, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. His control on falsetto, I don't know if you were noticing, but in my mind, I was doing flips and then doing it with my fingers at the last time. It was like, cry me, cry me, cry me, cry me. I love that stuff, man. Having that kind of control and turning the vocal part into an actual part of the song's instrumental music, you know, it makes it interesting. Of course, then it literally is backdoored with coke, which I want to know what he was thinking, like what he was like what is he saying? Cocoa beans, Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola. Like, what is he saying? Like, it's just random gentry noises. I don't know. But
is it from the beginning sample at the beginning?
No, he does it throughout the whole song.
No,
it's just more
like,
prevalent at the end.
Is that sample in the beginning, is that part of that song that he just sings it versus them sampling it or something?
I don't know.
Could be that. That's the only thing that I can think of that could make sense out of it.
I want to know if that like original tone was sampled or someone wrote it, you know. You know, because that's just, it's a really good riff. I mean, it could work in so many different types of music. I mean, it's just a really simple but effective little
you gotta keep
note progression. Keep it simple, stupid.
Exactly.
And of course, the perfect thing that Timbaland loves to do is he puts a hint of something in there that just makes the beat just perfect. Oh, it's just barely there. But it's there just to fill that gap in between the, you know, it's Timbaland. Timbaland was good at making music and beats. Like, he was really talented.
He took a lot of people to cross over too.
I know he really did.
He had like, 5 to 10 years. It was like, all right, I'm just going to get you, let's go.
Yeah. He did like Chris Cornell's Scream. And I was like, did he just take a rock singer and turn him into a pop star? What the hell?
You think about it, he was doing what DJ Khaled has been doing more lately. Remember, he put out some albums and he had like Nelly Furtado and all of them. And
no, if I can say like the people who kind of produced and brought the world where they were mixing up multiple genres, I would have to say the people I was most impressed with. Well, okay. The people I was most impressed with was Timbaland, because when I first heard him was Timbaland and Magoo. Yeah. You know, like that's what I first heard. Which, by the way, who chose that name? Really? Shoes and a blind gentleman who almost ran into stuff all the time from British television. Like, or not British television. I guess Mr. Magoo was, I don't remember what that was. I just remember he always almost got in an accident all the time. So it was like, let's talk about shoes and a guy who gets in accidents. That's the names we chose. But yeah. No, Timbaland and Magoo. And then, of course, Timbaland and Missy Elliott was very popular for a while. And then it was like almost like when Missy Elliott started to lose fame and was kind of doing her own career thing and her life thing and probably getting married or having kids or something like that. That's when Timbaland was like, let me shift to this boy band kid real quick and let's do some crazy shit for like 15 years.
Yeah. Yeah. It worked.
Yeah, it did.
It worked.
I mean, Timbaland's always been good at making beats and shit like that. But Justin's control in his voice. Who would have guessed it? Who would have guessed it? Lead singer, or not lead singer, just a singer in NSYNC from the Mickey Mouse Club would have had that kind of storied career. Think about it.
And now he's an actor. Still.
Yeah. And he wasn't half bad actor, especially at the beginning. Usually when people first start acting or something, they suck at it. But he was actually not bad. Like, not bad at all. I mean, he did a lot of romantic comedies and stuff like that. And then he occasionally did some weird drama part, like when he played kind of the villain in the Facebook Social Network movie or whatever.
Oh, yeah, man. I hadn't seen that in a long time.
Yeah. Which is funny because I'm pretty sure that dude was part of the Napster thing where he was suing people for, you know, copyright infringement and releasement and all that. And I'm like, he's playing the guy who invented it. But yeah, man, I like the song and I know the story behind it because we're going to have some rabid fan who's going to be like, did you know the reason they wrote that song is because Britney cheated on him?
No.
Yeah. Which, by the way, if you couldn't tell that just from the video and art direction, you have a hammer lodged in your head. Yeah, that dude got hurt. Let's be honest. And Britney was living her life, doing her own thing. So honestly, most people just expected he was the guy who was going to end up doing that. But no, it didn't happen that way. Because they were the wunderkind couple, you know, like they were so special and loved each other. That was a horrible, weird Dutch German thing. But yeah, man, I really love his voice, dude. He has such great tonality. He has such great control. Great falsetto control. I mean, amazing falsetto control. I've heard him sing an entire song.
Oh, yeah?
In falsetto.
Whole thing.
Perfect control.
Perfect.
Yeah. He doesn't sound like a cartoon like I do. Like I sound like I'm doing voiceover work for a cartoon duck or a bird. Hey, Tweety, how are you? Like, it's just, no. It's horrible. Yeah. His falsetto is controlled, man. Like Isley Brothers and a lot of people before him. Who was very good with falsetto?
Maxwell.
Yeah.
He did like everything.
Babyface was pretty good sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Who else was good with it? I'm trying to think of artists who, you guys remember who had like really good falsetto control, good falsetto tonality, who used it a lot because it would be weird if you didn't use it a lot. Had that kind of skill. I'm trying to think of who. Are you making fun of my head wobble? Ass? Whatever. Anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell notification so you know when new videos are coming out. Go ahead and look at k5store.com. H is a turd.
I didn't think you saw that. I'm sorry.
No, I have peripheral vision and you're not that far in the peripheral, bro. So all I see is you going.
It was subtle.
And by the way, I'm going to be editing this. Do you think I not watched the episode?
You would notice it did. Like this.
And I would put a line of text that said, you're a dick. Like right now. Anyways, but we love you guys. And we hope to see you soon. Why did I say? Anyways, so just check out stuff. Be nice. Do kind things. I don't know. Buy a croissant for a homeless person or something. Put some meat in it, though. Put some protein in there.
More than just bread.